So maybe you had a negative experience. You were ghosted, you were betrayed, you were cheated on, you were this, you were that. You had a negative experience in love. Maybe you've had a million negative experiences in love. You feel hopeless, you feel discouraged. What you've got to do, this is going to turn shit around for you. I promise. You've got to develop the mindset that your man is your destiny. Your soulmate, the one, is your destiny. You've got to develop the mindset that every negative experience is serving you and leading you up to your one true love. You've got to believe that it's all adding up. You've got to believe that you are being led to him and he is being led to you. And I know you've had experiences where you thought that the guy was going to be the one and all of this stuff. If you're like me, maybe you adapted to all of the pain by becoming a little bit defensive and going like, you know what? It doesn't matter. If it's not this guy, then it'll be the next guy. There's always another guy, which there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But let me tell you what I wasn't doing. I wasn't believing that there was one guy. I wasn't believing that there was one ultimate soulmate. I wasn't believing that there was one higher love. I was believing there's a million soulmates. And one day I'm going to find one that sticks, and that's the one that I'm going to end up with. And there's nothing wrong or bad about that. It's just not the most supportive, because that creates a wobbly energy. When you don't believe that you have a soulmate, when you don't believe that you have a one true love, when you don't believe that your man is your destiny, you will be wobbly. You create a wobbly energy within yourself, in your own mind, in your internal world. If you don't believe that your soulmate is the one, if you don't believe that you have that one true love, you will go back and forth with yourself. You will entertain the idea that you might die alone. You will entertain the idea that he might not ever show up. It could be this guy, could be that guy, could be the next guy, could be the guy after this. How do I know if this is the guy, if this isn't the guy? Right? If you don't have that belief, I have one true love. I have one true soulmate that I was made to do life with, that I was made to build and create this family with, that God created for me, that God anointed to my fucking life. You do not develop that mindset, you will create unnecessary uncertainty in your future. And that uncertainty in your future will inspire feelings of fear, dread, powerlessness, doubt, and worry in your future in general, in your idea of your family life and the future, your money, your financial planning, your relationships, period. It also inspires a mindset where you begin approaching life from this hardened place where it feels like it's you against the world. I might end up alone, so I got to make choices and decisions from this place that I might end up alone. It's possible that a man won't have my back, so I have to make sure that I have my back. A hardened place where it feels like it's you against the world. I want you to understand this. Your soulmate is your rock. Even when you have no conscious idea of who he is. Your soulmate is your rock, even when you have no conscious idea of who he is. And when you practice the mindset, excuse me, I just woke up. And God. And when you practice the mindset that your man is your destiny, you create an environment of safety, security, certainty, positive expectation, peace, love, and even joy within yourself. And that's everything that you need for manifestation. That's everything that you need to manifest the one, to manifest amazing love, and also to manifest an amazing life. So I'm going to give you an example. I had the belief for a long time, and if you've been following me for years, which a lot of you have been, you probably heard me say it. I used to have the belief that if my guy doesn't show up before I've made my first million in business, then fuck it, I'm going to get a sperm donor and I'm going to raise my children by myself. I felt like this guy might not show up for me, not the guy that I've been talking to you about in past episodes. I just felt like the guy, the one. It was possible for him not to show up. So I'm making choices and decisions from that hardened place where it feels like it's me against the world. Fine, give me the money and the resources that I need. I'll raise the children all by myself. I'll do everything all by myself. And there are so many things wrong with that thinking. First of all, I understand now what I didn't understand then, that having a father is important for a child, period. We could talk about this all day long, but long story short, having a loving man who is present and supportive and protective, it's a non-negotiable for me now. Because that's just necessary for the healthy development of a child, period. Having a divine masculine presence is just necessary for the healthy development of a child, of that child's psyche, of that child's self-worth. Secondly, I understand the idea that just getting a sperm donor, doing it all by myself, I understand that that would never work for me because I can't be the best mother in the world without a loving, supportive husband. I cannot do it all, and I wasn't made to. I was raised by a single mother, and we don't have time to talk about all of the negative consequences of that experience. But if you have listened to different podcast episodes and you've heard me talk about my childhood experience, then you will see. You can, piece things together. I was raised by a mother who, inadvertently made me feel like I was a burden. I just have to do something for myself. I do everything for everyone else. I just have to do something for myself. I have to go get my nails done every 2 weeks because I have to do something for me. I deserve this thing because I have to do something for me. I need a break. I need to send my kid to this whatever for this amount of time because I need a break. I need a break. I do everything for everyone else. I need something for me. What did that teach me? Hearing my mother say that again and again and again, it taught me that I have way too many needs. I'm way too needy. I'm asking for way too much. And is any of that true? No. But I was raised by a mother who wasn't supported. Here's what I know for sure. A woman's ability to be a good mother is determined by the support she has around her. It is my responsibility to create an environment where I have a support system, not just in a husband, but in general. It's my responsibility to create a support system that supports me in being the best mother and woman that I can be. I saw a woman's video on Instagram, and on that video she was saying, motherhood doesn't fulfill me like it fulfills other mothers. And I read the caption because I wanted to see what she was talking about. And she went on to talk about how when she spends her day running errands, or she spends her time cleaning up after human beings, or, she can't go out to happy hour with her friends, she feels dissatisfied with her life. And of course, I have compassion for this woman, but I'm reading the post and I'm realizing she's not really describing motherhood. She's not really describing supporting a child in growing and expanding, watching them reaching milestones, educating them, teaching them. Like, she's not really talking about raising kids. She's talking about responsibility. She's describing life as a woman who isn't supported. Motherhood, in my opinion, is not about cleaning up after kids. That's not the reason why I'm so excited to have children. Motherhood, in my opinion, is about the fucking glory of, well, yes, taking responsibility for another life, because I love playing with babies and soothing them and taking care of them, but watching that human being, this ball of pure potential, grow into who they truly are, who they were destined to be, created to be. My perspective and how I approach motherhood, even from this place, Abraham Hicks law of attraction would call it pre-paving. What am I intending from my motherhood experience? For me, it's an experience of teaching. Raising a kid is teaching by the example that I live, by really cool, awesome experiences, like going to like science museums and art museums and traveling the world and learning about different cultures and really amazing things that the world and this time-space reality has to offer, like literally space in and of itself, and like quantum physics, which really excites me, and like beautiful things like trees. And I'm healing my relationship with bugs because I don't want to have an experience where I teach my kid to be afraid of nature, but bugs are really beautiful. And there's a lot of amazing things in this world, from the art that you can read and the art that you can watch and the art that you can create, to the art that you can observe, like God's creation. For me, motherhood isn't about cleaning up after a kid. It's about going on this journey with another human being where you're like observing them living life for the first time, discovering life for the first time, and also discovering who they are, and also living on the leading edge of creation. And it's just a magical thing. So this woman in this post, she's describing a life where she's struggling. She's describing a life as somebody who isn't supported. Being supported by divine masculine energy is necessary for you to thrive as a mother. When you're holding the expectation of your soulmate, your destiny, this reliable man in your life, you're healing and working on your relationship with divine masculine energy, which is necessary for you to thrive as a mother. And I'm talking about motherhood because that's the example that I'm choosing to give, and also because the women who are in my world, my Mirandas, want to be mothers. Divine masculine energy is having the money to hire cleaning support around your home. Divine masculine energy is the money. Money is the divine masculine energy, supporting, providing, taking responsibility for your well-being. Divine masculine energy is the money to get your clothes dry cleaned. It's the money to hire a mother's helper or even a night nurse, if that's something that you're into. We don't have time for me to talk about it. I'm not personally a night nurse kind of person, but that's literally just my preference. It doesn't matter. It's having the money to hire a mother's helper or even a night nurse so that someone can support you in supporting your baby while you shower or you get work done in your business. Divine masculine energy is the money and the employees who can make sure that my company is running. So if I don't want to have a night nurse, I can be nocturnal for the several weeks and months of my child's life. I can create schedules that work for me, and my business doesn't have to suffer as a result. That's being a supported woman. That's being a woman supported by divine masculine energy systems. that are taking responsibility for your well-being. Divine masculine energy is the man, your soulmate, who is a living, breathing example to your children of what it means to take positive ownership of others, what it means to be responsible. Divine masculine energy is the man who demonstrates to his family what it means for a man to keep his family safe. As a woman who wants to thrive in motherhood, career, and life in general, you need divine masculine energy support and systems so that you can be present and involved and clear and free in your motherhood, period. When you're not supported by the divine masculine energy, you have the ability, when you are supported, by divine masculine energy, you have the ability to do what you want to do, not what you need to do to survive. And this is fucking huge. Let me give you an example. I can afford Maki Mock shoes. I'm a financial planner. I'm financially planning my future, not just my future this month, not just my future in the next 6 months, not just my future in the next year, but my future in the next 5 years, and my future in the next 10 years, and my future when I have kids, and my future as I prepare for my children's future, and the whole generational wealth and all of that stuff, right? So as I'm doing this financial planning and I'm setting my financial goals and looking over how much money I want to make and the money that I want to allot towards this and the money that I want to put towards this, I started feeling this energy like the walls are closing in. Because I'm playing with these numbers and I'm playing with these ideas and I'm thinking about all of the things that I want to do and I want to have and I want to create, and you get to a point where you're like, $50,000 in my business is not really that much money. $50,000 in my business is not getting me everything that I want. And I'm not even at the point where I'm comfortably buying Maki Mock and all of this. And I'm thinking about just saving and investing into my future and all of this stuff. And then I realized, I kind of felt like the walls are caving in on me. I kind of realized, oh my God, my soulmate is a financially responsible and intelligent man. And I think that's like, to say the least. And I go, oh my God. There are so many things that he has already or will be taking care of financially. Long story short, I can afford to not have a life experience where I am panicking, trying to save for the future because everything will fall on me. I don't have that fear because as a financially capable, competent man, and when I realized I could have a life experience where I'm a beautiful Pilates obsessed housewife if I wanted to, that created an energy of relaxation within me. I don't want to be a Pilates obsessed housewife and like that be my only thing. That's just not my desire. I do this business and I do this work because I have a calling, and it's my desire to do this business and to do all of the things that I desire to do in the world. But when I understood there's actually a man who can take care of this, there's actually a man who can do this, there's actually a man who can support me in this, Oh, that was rest and relaxation. I get to do what I want to do in my business. I don't have to make choices and decisions with my money and my finances and my financial plannings from the perspective of this is what I have to do if I want to survive. I can relax because I can be taken care of. I don't have to operate out of my root chakra anymore. I don't have to make choices and decisions out of my root chakra. And we're having a conversation about feminine leadership. This is the internal experience that you're creating in your mindset, regardless of what's going on in your physical reality. The soulmate doesn't have to be here for me to feel safe and secure and for me to feel supported. When you don't have the expectations that divine masculine energy will support you, you will entertain the idea that he might not ever show up. And then from that place, you will live your life from the hardened perspective that you're the only person who has your back and everything is all on you. You will live in a hyper-vigilant state where you have to be on your A game at all times. Otherwise, everything around you could come crashing down. But when you expect and trust divine masculine energy, you expect and trust your soulmate to be a trustworthy man who is capable and willing and ready to provide for you, then you can relax. You've got to develop this mindset. You've got to trust and believe that your soulmate is your inevitable destiny, a sure thing, like the Miguel song. And let me repeat this from earlier. Your soulmate is your rock. Even if you have no conscious idea of who he is. And when you practice the mindset that your man is your destiny, you create an environment of safety, security, certainty, positive expectation, peace, love, and even joy within yourself. When I think about my future with a capable, competent, financially responsible man supporting me and my family, I feel at peace. I feel safe and secure. When I think and speak about my inevitable soulmate, seeing him as a capable, competent, financially responsible man supporting me and my family, I feel relief. I feel supported. I feel taken care of. When I move through life feeling peace, safety, security, relief, and support, I make different choices in my career and life today. Not just in the future, I make different choices today. When I move through life feeling peace, safety, security, relief, and support, I emit a totally different vibration that is rooted in safety and trust. That means, number one, first and foremost, I'm collapsing timelines and manifesting my husband into my life quickly and easily because I'm walking around like the woman who is loved and supported by an amazing man. I'm thinking and talking and behaving like the woman who is supported by an amazing, responsible man. That's shifting my identity. That's collapsing timelines. That's quantum leaping. My reality has to change to reflect that vibration. It also means that I'm attracting people, opportunities, experiences, thoughts, and ideas that support me in creating and experiencing more peace, safety, security, relief, and support before he even gets here. Because I'm feeling good now. I'm a vibrational match for things that feel good now. I'm not waiting for him to get here for me to feel good. I'm not waiting for him to show up for me to feel safe. I'm a feminine leader. I am leading with my feminine energy. I am in control of my mind. I am in control of my feelings. I am in control of my thoughts. And when you adapt this mindset, you're behaving in a completely different way. When you're uncertain and doubtful, you show up insecure and questioning everything. Right? When you're dating a guy, is he the one? Will things work out? What if I don't hear from him? How does he feel about me? Is he ghosting me? Is he going to show up? Is he available? How does he feel about me? What's happening? Am I safe? Can I be safe in this relationship? Will things work out for me? Will things work out for us? What are his intentions? Can I trust him? But when you show up from that place of security, when you're knowing that your soulmate is your inevitable destiny, there's more relaxation and there's more room. When the guy you're dating doesn't show up to meet your needs, there's more relaxation and there's more room because you know what your destiny is. You know where you're going. When your soulmate comes in and you trigger each other, if there's a moment of conflict, if an opportunity for healing arises, there's still that relaxation and room because you know where you're going. You know what you're creating. So your job is to develop the mindset that your soulmate is your inevitable destiny. Your man is your destiny. You don't even allow yourself to go there in your mind. You don't even allow yourself to go to a place in your mind where he might not show up. You don't allow yourself to go to a place in your mind where you might die alone. Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? Oh, this is so incredibly excellent. So, next steps for you. I've got a couple things that I would like to say. First of all, I am so excited to announce the Drop the Defense 3-day free live training experience. It's going to be taking place from June 3rd to June 5th, 2024. I'll be going live every single morning, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This free live training experience is for the woman who's ready but weary. You're weary about men and relationships after horrible dates and negative experiences. And a part of you doubts that your soulmate even exists, or that he could be on his way to you. You find more men that you hate than you actually like. If the idea of a man seems far away, the idea of your man seems far away, like something you could only get in the distant future, then this 3-day free live training experience is for you. Day number 1, we're dropping the defense. Right now, you're in protective mode. This means you approach men from the assumption that they are dangerous. It's understandable based on your lived experience and the history of womankind. Yet, as understandable as it is, it's still dysfunctional. In your energy, your mind, and your heart, you've got a powerful sword out. And you are warning any man not to come any closer or else. And personally, I like swords. I have an arsenal of them myself, yes. However, healthy relationships aren't started on threats of harm. Defensiveness is not conducive to relationship growth. Instead of walking around the world with your sword out, ready to fight so you don't have to get ready, let me show you another way. On day 1 of this 3-day training, you will learn to drop your defense without fully abandoning your ability to protect yourself. We're talking about the skill of discernment and the healing you've got to do in order to develop it fully. On day 2 of the training, our topic is vulnerability, the cure. You can absolutely do it all by yourself, but that life experience is not the best feeling one available. In fact, that life experience leaves you feeling hardened, resentful, and burned out. You do so much for your community, your man, and your family. Without vulnerability, you will never allow them to pour back into you. You're creating a life where it's you versus the world, but it doesn't have to be that way. During day 2 of the training, you'll learn what life looks like as the deeply supported woman who allows herself to be provided for by men and people who love her. I'll be helping you to feel safe, feeling vulnerable. On day number 3, our theme is On day 3, our theme is trusting the trustworthy man. And that part of you is right. Not all men are trustworthy. But it's a good thing you have powerful intuition as a divine feminine, as a woman. Vulnerability is the cure to the wall you've built up around your heart and your mind. And that requires trust. Let's learn how to build that. During day 3 of this training, we will be discussing how to begin trusting men and leading with an open heart in your interactions with them. You'll learn the qualities and characteristics of a trustworthy man and how to build trust in your soulmate even before you know who he is. I am so incredibly excited for this 3-day live training experience. You can learn more and grab your spot using the link in the show notes or the description on YouTube. And if you're listening to this on or after June 5th, the replay of this live training experience will be available until 11:59 Pacific Standard Time on Friday, June 7th. So you'll be able to catch up until the 7th, and then that training will become a bonus in the Love After Loss course. And if you're listening to this on or after June 8th, and you want access to those trainings, as well as a complete vessel of healing made to help you heal from those negative experiences with men, so that you can open up, align with, and allow in your inevitable destiny of a soulmate life partner, then I would love to support you through the Love After Loss course. You can learn more about the course, what's inside of every single module. It's super detailed. You can read my client testimonials, and you can enroll using the link in the show notes or the bio. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry that there's not an intro in today's episode. I'm dealing with some tech stuff on the back end. But if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to rate it, like the video on YouTube, comment down below, tell me what you're thinking. I love to hear your feedback. Send me emails, send me DMs. I upload new podcast episodes every Monday and Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. I am your host, Natalie Hughes, by the way, because I didn't say that in the beginning of this. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon.